Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We have reached Hadith number 35 from Al-Arba'un al-Nawawi, the book that was compiled by Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تحاسدوا ولا تناجشوا ولا تباغضوا ولا تدابروا ولا يبيع بعضكم على بيع بعض وكونوا عباد الله إخوانا. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam in a hadith, he mentioned that as for a Muslim, do not towards your brother in Islam, لا تحاسدوا, do not have hasad on him. Hasad, which means jealousy, that is to have jealousy on someone else, that oh, so and so has, mashallah, so and so thing, he does not deserve it, I should be the one who should be having it. How come that he has, or he owns so and so house or car or whatever it could be. So the hasad, in terms of hasad, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he mentioned all types of hasad are disease, are a marad, except in two places which you can have hasad, that is a person who memorizes the Quran and he recites the Quran at night in salah, and the other one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed him in wealth, and he is giving so much sadaqah out of his wealth. And these types of hasad are two good types of hasad, not in a bad envy or anything like that. Then Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said لا تناجشوا. Tanajush is more like where you have you're selling something, but you're increasing the prices of the product, not based on the quality, but rather you're just inflating it just to cheat the other person, or so forth. And these are things that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam prohibited us from doing towards our Muslim brother or towards anyone else. وَلَا تَبَاغَضُوا. Do not hate each other. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he taught us not to hate our brother in Islam, and he said وَلَا تَدَابَرُوا. Do not shun each other, do not put down each other. And then Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he mentioned وَلَا يَبِعْ بَعْضُكُمْ عَلَى بَيْعِ أَخِيهِ أو وَلَا عَلى بَيْعِ بَعْض. In another hadith he mentions في بيع أخيك, يعني لا تبيع في بيع أخيك, where do not sell something in the sale or transaction of your brother in Islam. That means, let's say for example, there are two parties, they are discussing to sell something. Let's say for example, someone visits a shop and the shop owner is discussing, this is the price that we have of so and so product, let it be a phone, the price of this phone is, let's say 500 riyals, and then the customer is there and he's looking at the phone and everything, and then suddenly a man pops up from a different shop and he says, oh, you know what, he's selling it for 500, I'll give you for 450. And this is called selling on your brother's or another person's transaction, and Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he prohibited from doing that. And then he said وَكُونُوا عِبَادَ اللَّهِ إِخْوَانًا. Be brothers together in as the ibad Allah, as the worshippers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he mentioned al-Muslimu akhul Muslim. A Muslim is the brother or a sister of another Muslim. لا يظلمه ولا يخذله ولا يكذبه ولا يحقره. A Muslim towards his brother in Islam or sister in Islam, he does not do dhulm, he does not cause oppression, he does not cheat them, ولا يخذله ولا يكذبه, he does not lie towards them, and ولا يحقره, he does not shun that person down, he does not put down the other person either. And he mentioned ولا يخذله ولا يكذبه ولا يحقره, that is not to cheat your brother in Islam, not to falsify your brother in Islam, not to lie towards him, and ولا يحقره, not to put him down and look down upon him. And then Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he pointed towards the heart. He said وَيُشِيرُ إِلَى صَدْرِهِ, and he said التَّقْوَى هَا هُنَا التَّقْوَى هَا هُنَا. He pointed towards the heart and he said the taqwa is here, and it's mentioned ثلاث مرات, that he mentioned it 3 times. بِحَسْبِ امْرِئٍ مِّنَ الشَّرِّ أَنْ يَحْقِرَ أَخَاهُ الْمُسْلِمِ. And he mentioned that بِحَسْبِ امْرِئٍ مِّنَ الشَّرِّ أن يحقر أخاه المسلم. The person who shuns down his brother is so much of evilness that is already there. And then he mentioned كل المسلم على المسلم حرام. دمه وماله وعرضه رواه Muslim. In this hadith he mentioned, he went on, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said that there are everything towards the other Muslim brother that is haram, especially his dam, his blood, his wealth and his ird. Yani that means not to touch the blood, that is not to kill someone or hurt someone without the proper places or without any permissions, or unless there's a specific condition that is coming in place. But the default thing is that we do not harm or murder or kill or cause any type of harm towards our brother in Islam. And likewise, neither do we touch his wealth in an unwanted way or in a oppressed way. Likewise, we don't touch his honor. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he mentioned the word damuhu wa maluhu wa irduh, and these are all coming pretty much in the same statuses, where even touching someone else's honor or someone else's respect is the same way as if you would be stealing someone else's wealth. And it is of such importance in Islam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He blesses us to have the ikhwa between our Muslim brothers and sisters.